Hello everyone, in the next video from Ultimate General Civil War Union campaign, and we are back right after River Crossing Minor battle. So now it's about time to replenish our troops, assign a new commander for Hardin, Captain Hardin, or well, actually he's dead already. So that unit should change the name, by the way. Uh, so let's start with Infantry Brigade, 1st Division. That's a 2nd Corps under W. Brewster command. That's Brigadier General, right? Okay. Mm, yeah. So we have $100,000 and 12,000 men at our disposal. So let me take a look. Of course, we will replenish that unit up to 1300 men. What's the cost of doing so? $6,000. I think this is quite cheap option. So let's do it. Lieutenant Colonel Clinton Anderson. Now let's switch to Lieutenant Colonel Marcus Peace, Infantry Brigade, and I guess we will do the same. The cost is slightly higher because more men died last time, and also we want to replenish veterans. Sad news is that they've almost achieved the level which would enable me selecting one of the perks available for the infantry brigade. That's the same story for Clinton Anderson. You can see it's 96 of 100, 98 of 100. So only two, I don't know, experience points are missing to get a level for the infantry brigade, but that's fine. Okay, it is what it is. Now let's switch to our artillery brigade. Captain Hardin is dead, so we have to assign a new one. We can either assign Lieutenant Colonel or Captain, two captains available, Sean Siegfried and Roland Harris. Let's go for Captain. The cost is slightly higher for Lieutenant Colonel, but we don't have too many of them. I think the captain uh, for artillery brigade is fine. So let's select Captain Sean Siegfried. Let's apply. Yeah, the unit changed name. Good. Now it's the Siegfried brigade, and let's replenish some troops. 14 guns. The cost is 7,544. I'm actually thinking about. Whoa, no, the cost is way higher. Okay, that's because we don't have enough 6-pounders in armory, so we have to buy them in the shop, the market. So I think 14 guns. Let's apply. The cost is $7,500. This is okay. And also we've lost our cavalry brigade, and of course we need it. So let's form a new unit. Ooh, 300 horsemen. Okay. Do I have? Oh, I don't have enough palmetto in armory and shop. I'm missing some of them. I could switch to Sharp's model. The problem with Sharp's model is that it's terrible in melee, and I think that I would prefer to keep my unit equipped uh, with melee weaponry. And that's because the cavalry, I feel like it works better while performing melee charges instead of firing shots. The firing shots, it's good to harass enemy units, trying to lower enemy morale, but still I prefer to use cavalry as a melee unit. So, for example, I can finish off routing units. This is very effective way of doing so. So that's my plan. The problem is I don't have too many weapons with sabers. So Palmetto I have only in total 245. I can select Colt, which is better in reloading because it's a 5-shot cylinder. In melee combat, it's very similar. Its cost is high though. It's 12,000 if you would like to equip. Hmm. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
let me wait. We will consider it soon. First, let's switch to 2nd Division and Lieutenant Colonel Sidney Merritt Infantry Brigade. We'll also replenish troops up to 1300, and you can see the cost is getting higher. That's because we also have to buy weapon from the market. Do we have any other weaponry in our armory? Not really. Okay, so cost 9,800, 400 men. Boom, let's apply. Now, Infantry Brigade under Lieutenant Colonel Roberto Wilcox got promotion. We can select one of available traits, and we will select what? We can select between Discipline Training and Endurance Course. Discipline Training provides morale plus 10 and efficiency plus 5. This is a maybe not huge, but definitely worth consideration bonus. Endurance course, stamina plus 10, efficiency plus 5, and speed plus 10%. I think the discipline training is the way to go. So let's select that one. Let's assign it. Now let's replenish troops. Dear God, the cost of replenished troops up to 1300 is huge. At about 1000. Yeah, it's definitely lower. So for now, let's go for 1000 men. Next, we have Cavalry Brigade, Ronald Drake. They are using Palmetto M1842. And we can replenish that unit up to mm, 300 for now. That's about 113 men and also 113 Palmetto M1842. We have enough in armory, so let's go for it. Now, that's the Artillery Brigade under Major Craig Smith command. Of course, we'll try to replenish veterans. 4 of them. The cost is 6,600. Let's apply. 56,000 left. That's still plenty of money. And also we need men for the next battle. I think I will use also second corp for that battle, since first corp is quite experienced, and I think it's maybe not well equipped, because I'm considering switching weapons for the first corp before the next battle. But regarding experience, I feel like this is an experienced unit, or at least good enough for the next grand battle. So I will use second corp, which means that I have to replenish troops here, because we will be outnumbered again. So let's go for 1300 men in Wilcox Infantry Brigade. The cost is 8,000. Fair enough. And now we need one more Cavalry Brigade, or we can consider skirmishers. They are also quite good. Of course, we don't have again. We have Sharps model. Let's
Sir, yes,
select for the
sir.
equipment. What's the cost of that unit? We have 500 men for $577. Wow, this is the option. The problem is that instead of cavalry brigade, we are going to have skirmishers. Skirmishers are also quite effective, but they are not as mobile as cavalry. And I'm thinking whether it's a good idea of doing so. Of course, that saves a lot of money. You can see that. Of course, I don't have Palmetto, so I have to switch to Colt. Weapon cost is 10,000. This is huge, honestly. This is really, really huge. Okay. What about... I can increase men in Lieutenant Colonel Ronald Drake Cavalry Brigade up to 400, since I missed some weaponry. Okay. I prefer to have even numbers. 400. I can even go up to 420 if I wish so. The cost is 4,000. So let's do it. Okay. That looks not bad. Now the question is about, do we want to form new cavalry brigade? Let's say 420 cavalrymen also, and we would like to switch to Colt. Equip, and the cost is 22,000 for the unit. Wow, this is huge. But by doing so, we have two solid cavalry brigades, unless we lose one of them. This is a question about mobility and whether it makes sense. Skirmishers are also quite mobile, but they are definitely not as mobile as cavalry brigade. So let me go to the battle map. We will check that battle and the numbers we should expect. But first, let's read correspondence. Captured message. We are currently regrouping our forces after the Battle of River Crossing and seek for an opportunity to counterattack General Jakob Fraser. Unfortunately, we have suffered severe casualties and we are unable to advance more aggressively. I am confident that we can defeat Jakob Fraser if we receive more support from you. Brigadier General Truman Kimball. Another captured message. The Battle of River Crossing has revealed you need more proven veterans to stop General Jakob Fraser's advance. My divisions consisted of 2,800 well-experienced soldiers will reach your camp shortly. Brigadier General Barry Whitton. And Argent report. That's from our HQ, I guess. The Confederates are reinforcing their positions with 3,900 raw recruits. We suggest that you urgently counter this move. Brigadier General Bill Bain. Fair enough. And let me take a look at the crossroads. What we can expect? Okay, so mm, the price for victory is $100,000, and again 4,500 men. Let me start it. Of course, we can return to camp. I just want to check the intelligence. Okay, we are going to face 11,000 men. If I select my second corp, now it's around 7,000 men. Are we going to get any other support? Not really. Hmm. The rebels have strengthened their presence at Cumberland Gap, a strategic position near junction of Kentucky, Virginia and Tennessee states. They recently made Mill Springs their winter quarters, and this position is our next military target. Detachments of the Army of the Ohio have been already dispatched and will gather at Logan's Crossroads to commence the assault. Your mission is to protect Logan's Crossroads until all our troops arrive. Okay, so we are going to get some support, I guess. This is fine. This is very fine. Let's go back to camp then. And let's find out what's the best approach. We can increase also number of our troops in our infantry brigades. What's the cost? 4,000 if we add another 200 men. My question is whether it affects the number of men, whether it affects the brigade statistics. I don't see that it changes here, so I could assume it doesn't. But that's similar story for artillery brigades. Look at, oh no, its efficiency is dropping. The more we have, okay, now I see it. You can see it's getting red here. Officer's rank is low for the size of the unit. Oh, okay. This is very interesting. What if we assign a lieutenant colonel? Let's do so, let's try it. Okay, now efficiency is fine. But if we still increase that, the efficiency is dropping, and that's because of officer's rank. Okay, cool. This is interesting. Let me take a look at the infantry brigade then. I don't see that it's dropping any of the statistics here. So I assume we could get additional troops here. This is my understanding. But either way, we have to select whether we want skirmishers or cavalry. And I think I'm more towards cavalry. We can also ask the government for additional funds. We have 26 reputation points to spend. 75,000 additional funds cost 18 reputation points. And I think this is a quite solid deal. Maybe? Maybe we could do so? I'm also checking now the different weaponry for artillery. What's the cost? Switching to 12 pounder Napoleon, for example. Okay. Either way, let's go for cavalry brigade. 420 cavalrymen under Lieutenant Colonel Floyd Cabell command, and we will switch to Colt M1855. And the cost is 22,000, almost 23,000. What if we decrease to 300? We can save some money. Uh, Around 6,000. This is not a big deal. 350 men. Let me take a look. Almost 20,000. We can go for 420. That's 22,000, almost 23. Mm. Okay, let's go for 350 for now. And around, well, $90,000. Okay, let's create. 22, almost 23 left in my treasury, which means that we could get some additional troops in our infantry brigades. Additional 200 men in Anderson brigades. It's the cost of around $5,000. Let's do so. We will do same for Mr. Peace. It's a very similar cost. We can do so. 13,000 left. Also, I need more supplies. Up to 9,000. Now let's see. Let's get additional troops for Mr. Merritt, Sydney Merritt. Boom. And 4,500 is left. Can we afford? Almost. We can decrease supplies. I'm not sure whether it's a good idea of doing so. I think I would prefer supplies, honestly. Oh, 9.5. Okay. But I can get still additional men. So let's do it. Let's maximize that effort. Okay, lovely. That should be fine. Now it looks very, very solid. How many men we have now? 6,840 men and 28 guns, 770 cavalry and almost 6,000 infantry. Okay, those numbers are fine. It's still less than the enemy has, but the thing is that we should get some support from other units, so those are great news. Okay, so I think the replenishment of our troops and army organization is done. We have one more thing to do, which is a career, and we have 1 point to spend. Now, let's think. 1 point is not much, but it's quite crucial to assign it properly. I'm thinking about army organization. We could get 3 divisions per corps, which is a bonus. Of course, I guess we won't have enough money before future battle to form the 3rd division under corps organization, but actually maybe it's possible. Another thing is logistics. 15% additional ammo. Ammo is crucial. In general, even if you have a lot of supplies, ammunition is usually a problem. Especially during those grand battles, and you will find out during Battle of Shiloh. I'm pretty sure that running out of ammunition is so common during that battle. There is a lot of firing, so logistics might be a good option instead of army organization. We still have some free slots for infantry brigades and also cavalry and our artillery, so I'm not gonna have enough money to form third division, full for third division, I guess. Or maybe I have. I'm not sure, but I may also miss some equipment if I decide to do so. So let's go for additional logistics. Let's increase available ammunition. This is a good option. Okay, lovely. Let's apply. Beautiful. What else? We have armory. Oh, we have one of the colonels wounded. Heinzelmann. The good news is that he will come back soon. Great. Okay, let's go to armory. We can sell something. We have farmer, Weeboard farmer, and also a couple of Springfields. We'll of course keep Springfields, but we can sell those farmer guns. 3,000. Okay, we are going to have money for some replenishment. And also reboard farmer. Cool. 5,600 left, so we can get those missing 50 men for $1,300. Boom. Beautiful. Okay, that's done. Almost 22 minutes, so I think I will end. Let's get some additional supplies. Okay, now. I think I will end video here, since if I decide to run battle, the episode will last more than an hour, so I think it's a bit too long. So that would be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's a bit boring watching all that stuff, but it's also some value in doing so. So I hope at least it was a little bit enjoyable for you. Anyway, once again, I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully see you in the next video where we'll fight another minor battle, which is called, by the way, Logan's Crossroads. So that's it. Once again, thank you and see you next time. Goodbye.